Oh my God. Oh my God, Johnny. Just like you said weeks and weeks ago, you were right. This team is not making the playoffs. It's time to start gripping, that's for sure. Is there still any hope for this team to lock down that final playoff spot? Ask me that question next Saturday night. Preds lose 3-1 to the Carolina Hurricanes inside PNC Arena Saturday night in Raleigh, North Carolina. Since there was only one Preds player who decided to show up tonight, he wears number 74 if you haven't realized that yet by now, I am not going to do a period by period breakdown. This game does not deserve that sort of recap. Again, the Carolina Hurricanes showed us all why they are one of the top tier teams in the league with their performance in this game. They barely gave Nashville a sniff because if you only include the first and third periods, they outshot Nashville by the total of 41-17. I love Pekka, but if you think this result would have been any different with him in net, with how the Canes players were doing circles around the entire Preds roster, you're crazy. Hey, look everybody, new acquisition for the Preds, Eric Branson, and recently returned from the injured list, Matt Duchene, are plugged back into the Preds lineup. A lot of good they did. After having just played this team on Thursday, Preds, how did you let them come out of the gate in the first period and get 24 shots on goal on Saros? Your mind was clearly still back in the locker room. The high points for the Preds clearly came in the second period, as at one point, after Tanner Jeannot had taken a penalty, later on after the Preds had killed it, he carried the puck all the way into the Canes zone when he knew his teammates were tired, threw two Canes players and got a stoppage right in front of the Carolina net so his teammates could change. And then you had Roman Josi doing Josi-like things when the goalie wasn't ready, and he did that quick spin move and fired it at the net to tie the game and give the Preds a chance in this one. If only the forwards dressed for this game tonight for the Preds could have showed that same kind of heart that Josi did and Saros did in the Preds net, the Preds might have had a chance to get 2 points. Now, Nashville will go on to outshoot the Hurricanes in the second period, but then in the third, Carolina realized and remembered that they're still Carolina. I know as this game reached the latter half of the third period, we all were hoping the Preds could salvage 1 point, even though they were probably going to lose. But then Carolina got tired of playing with their food when Hank Paw scored the game-winning goal and then Svechnikov got the empty netter, and the final score was Carolina 3, Preds 1. I haven't looked up who the 3 stars of the game were, but I am going to be very ticked off if Saros wasn't number 2. He made 45 saves. I was hoping for, but I guess it was too much to ask for you Preds players to get at least 1 point out of 4 possible points in these 2 games. Because Preds Nation, here is the damage report on the out-of-town scoreboard. Dallas and Chicago both won. That means Chicago is now 2 points back of the Preds with 1 game in hand, and they're already tied with the Preds with equal number of ROWs. It gets worse. Dallas is 3 points back with 3 games in hand. This team's remaining schedule of 10 games includes the final 3 games of the season versus Chicago this week, and then their final head-to-head in the regular season against Dallas at the end of next week. This upcoming block is make or break time to see if this team wants to play in the NHL's second season. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. You can find my social media by clicking on the channel name. Chicago 3 times this week, boys. You gotta get at least 4 points, I figure.